Welcome to Totally Amazing Fuck Ups. We are doing some amazing recipes that I found on Pinterest. Some links will be below. And today we're going to start with crock pot apple pie. They want you to take 4 apples. That's a lot. So this is 3 apples. I've cubed and cut. I'm saving the last one to do on air because I want you to all know how awful it is to use real apples. It comes in a can for a reason. So let's see how this goes. Just remember, you wanted to do it this way. This is your fault. And cubed our apples. They should be about the same size. Chances are I didn't do it that way. So what actually goes into the apple pie? Well, you actually use a crock pot for this particular recipe. It cooks for about 2 to 3 hours on high. And so we take, what do I do? Oh, okay. So I take 2 cups of flour. Two-thirds of a cup of sugar. Ooh. Teaspoon of baking powder, soda, baking powder. 3 teaspoons. Ooh, that's a lot. I don't think I have enough. 3 teaspoons, really? 3 teaspoons. 1, 2. 3. Teaspoon of salt. Half a cup of cold butter. We're actually going to use margarine because why would you use butter when you can use margarine? I don't really know why. Alright, so you want to mix this, and then you're going to cut this into that somehow. I'm going with that. supposed to be kind of crumbly. I don't think it's getting crumbly. Am I missing something? The butter's in there pretty mixed. I don't have any lumpies. What am I missing? Combine flour, sugar, salt, powder, crumbly. Well, not really sure what I'm missing, but let's just go on with mixing in the milk. How much milk? A cup of milk. I assume we're gonna keep mixing. Why not? Cup. So let's see if this will get crumbly. Ooh, sort of. It's kind of dough-like. Kind of a lot like dough. Kind of like gooey dough. That is not crumbly. Well, we'll go with it. All right. The next step is you want to evenly distribute that into your pan. Even distribute, that just means shove it in and pat it down. It's already not crumbly. Pictures in the recipe did not make it quite look this way. It looked more crumbly. And the apples, the 3 apples did not look like this either. It looked like maybe half an apple. Well, maybe 2 apples. So then you put the apples on top of the crumbly. And then the next part is you actually want to take some orange juice, honey, some melted butter, and cinnamon. So let me get those prepared and I'll be right back. Alright, so we've got the stuff together and I want you to whisk it. If you look at the consistency, it's not really whiskable because of the honey. That's not going to really work out. So what does that mean? I got a pan and I got me some heat. High. So we're just gonna like cook it long enough for all the bits to come together. That shouldn't take more than a couple of minutes. It was a cup and a half of OJ, 2 tablespoons of melted butter, half a cup of honey, and a teaspoon of cinnamon. I forgot to measure the cinnamon, so we ended up with a bit more than a teaspoon. It'll work. So welcome back. We have successfully melted most of the butter, and no, we did not whisk it because it didn't make any sense. So we're going to take this and we're going to cover it with this stuff right here. This goes on the crock pot. Oops. And then I want you to take a towel that's been clean, and this is a clean one, and you cover it. And you cover it, set it to high. You cover it because you don't want condensation to get inside. I'm pretty sure if it rises because of the other risey things in there, like the powdered, that powder stuff I put in. What's this stuff called again?
Baking powder?
Yeah, the baking powder. Baking powder and flour, I have a feeling it'll rise a bit. And it'll kind of negate the whole purpose of said towel. But let's try it. We'll see you guys in a few hours, see how it turns out. Welcome back to Totally Amazing Fuck Ups. As you can see, this is a disgusting mess. This has dripped all the way down the counter. It's run over. And if you notice, the towel is missing. About an hour into it, exactly what I thought would happen happened. It rose up, saturated the towel, and started this entire debacle. So we've let it cook like 4 hours, I think, 3.5 hours. 3 hours. It was a 2 to 3 hour cook time. The apples are technically soft, which is what it called for. It really just looks like apples have been cooked in orange juice, which is exactly what it is. So we're going to try reaching to the bottom and see if any of that flour mess happened, or if we just have a disgusting pile of nasty apples. See how this goes. Oh, well, it's kind of cakey. Look at that. That's actually very nice. It's got a nice, actual cooked cakey consistency. All right. There might be hope for this mess yet. What? Well, it burned a little, but that's okay. It's because I forgot to put a grease on it. You're supposed to grease the pan, and I kind of forgot. So let's try it. It's hot. It's okay. It tastes like all the ingredients, like if you put all those ingredients in a pot and cooked it, it really does taste like them. You know, a bunch of flour with no sugar, a bunch of apples with no salt, a bunch of cinnamon. So, I mean, it's edible, but it is not the amazing tasting thing that they claim. And it is not worth the mess. Holy hell. Look at this. Look at this. So, hey, welcome to another amazing episode of Totally Amazing Fuck Ups. This was a mess. Thanks for joining us. Like, comment, and subscribe below. Give us your ideas if you have any. Bye-bye.